Hello students, welcome to my channel Bio World. In this channel, I would be discussing about different chapters included in the syllabus of class 10 under Indian Certificate of Secondary Education under Delhi Board. The subject biology has many variations to go through, and for class 10 there are chapters which has variations and features to study properly for the forthcoming ICSE examination 2020, and even in future more in the upcoming years the examinations, where these chapters which are added in the syllabus have to be prepared in a very well mannered way, and including there are a number of chapters. With the first chapter today I would be starting, that is cell cycle and cell division. In this chapter, and before I start, students, I must tell you that this chapter is entirely new chapter for you people, as you have not gone through this chapter in the middle school classes, and the topic included in this chapter would be very difficult for the initial stages to go through. This chapter deals with the phases of growth and division for a cell. Now, before I go for cell division and the growth and development, we all know what is a cell. Cell under basic biology is the unit of living organism. It's a structural and functional unit. We all know, we have an idea about what is cell. Cell is a basic unit of life, and from a single cell, like in human, a multicellular organism comes out. So how does cell grow, and what are the phases or stages that lead to the development of the growth in the cell, and how the cell grows in number through division, that is replication of the cell, reproduction of the cell to produce the progenies, that is daughter cell. Before a cell undergoes cell division, a cell has to go through the phases of some other stages. These all phases, including cell division, comes under cell cycle, which I wrote here, cell cycle and cell division. We need to understand what is cell cycle first. Cyclical sequence of stages that leads to growth and division in the life of a cell is called cell cycle. Now we understand the word what is cyclical. Like repeated, a division continuous in a cyclical manner, it goes on, that leads to growth and division. Now the cell cycle, I have drawn here a particular cyclical diagram where students, you can see with the arrows I have divided the stages. A big one, like more than 3/4 of a cell cycle diagram is with a phase called interphase. Now interphase is one of the most important phase before a cell starts division. Now interphase is also called as resting phase, but actually it is not a resting phase. As you all, when prior to the examination, what is the thing that you do most? You prepare, you work hard, you study. Without studying the chapters, without preparation, if you sit for the examination definitely will not go good and you will not score good marks. Similarly, before starting cell division, before undergoing the phases of cell division, the cell has to prepare some basic things, some requirements before it enters the division phase. So interphase is actually a very active phase, though it is considered as a resting phase because there is no division. And it has been divided into mainly three parts, that is G1, S and G2. G symbolizes gap phase or growth phase with either of any word the name you can say, and different metabolic activities, nutrient building and the process of development of the cell which will be required during division is been proceeded in this particular stages. So gap phase 1, synthesis phase, that is mostly in this phase DNA replication. What is the meaning of replica? Replication means doubling, that is the DNA volume will double. We all will study about the structure of chromosome in my upcoming videos. We will know what is chromosome and what is the composition of chromosome, what is the role of DNA there. What is DNA replication? DNA replication means doubling of the volume of DNA. As we know that each and every cell division ultimately give rise to daughter cells, and these daughter cells are the progenies which are produced from the parent cell. And DNA is a building one. There's a block which is a chromosome which divides to produce daughter cell is because of DNA. So DNA is the main content of the chromosome. So S phase we find the most important phase in the interphase that leads to DNA replication, and after S phase, that is synthesis phase, we'll go to gap phase 2 or growth phase 2. Again here lot of metabolism, protein building up and mitochondrial content and nucleus building up and other basic requirement of the cell, RNA and all is being prepared or synthesized during these growth phases so that the requirement should filled up during the active division phase. After these all stages is been fulfilled, it enters the division phase, that is called mitosis. Students, I would like to tell you that division of mitosis, that mitosis is a cell division. Ultimately division of two types, that is one is cytoplasm division, another is nucleus division. The first four stages of mitosis leads to the division of nucleus, and ultimately after the division of nucleus it goes for cytoplasm division, which is known as cytokinesis. So entering mitosis, the first stage is prophase, then metaphase, second one, third one anaphase, and then the last one is telophase. After the telophase, the cell entirely divides through cytoplasm, that is called as the cytokinesis. That leads to the production of daughter cells. Now this is just like a borderline idea which I am giving you. We need to study in cell division about all these stages in a very large manner, in a broad manner, to understand the stages, what happened during them. Now in interphase I would like to add something, students, that after growth phase 1, like if a cell is not ready, if the building up material is not prepared properly, the cell enters GO or Z0 phase, which is also called as cell at arrest. Cell stops to grow, cell ceases to grow. Cell ceases to grow and it stops preparation for cell division phase. So that is GO or Z0, which means stopping of the cell, like cell is not ready to prepare anymore and it ceases to grow, cell at arrest. And after that, if it enters G0, it do not enter furthermore to synthesis phase, and that cell will stop or suspend to divide. We are not going to that. We need to study here about the stages of cell cycle, that includes two phase, interphase and dividing phase called mitosis. When we'll go into the cell division phase, we have to study about what is mitosis, what is mitotic cell division, what are the stages included in it, in a very better way, in elaborate way, like prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis has to be read in a much better way with the diagrammatic representation, as these all are the most important topics of the chapter, and the questions in the examination are set from each of the stages. Along with the significance of mitosis, we need to understand cell division is required for the growth and development, for the production of new cell, for production of daughter cells, and leading to the growth, repair, regeneration. These are the significances which is valued for cell division. Like, we have to understand mitotic cell division in a much broader manner. In my next video, I would be discussing more about the stages of cell division, that is mitotic cell division. Along in our syllabus of council, that is the rules and regulation prescribed by council, we have to study about mitotic cell division also, as well as meiotic. Meiotic is a very superficial knowledge we need to get there, but mitosis or mitotic cell division has to be read in a fullest way to attempt the different questions that would be set in the examination. So student, hopefully that you liked my first introductory video on this chapter. In my followed videos, in my next upcoming videos, I would be elaborately discussing about the stages of the mitosis with the diagrammatic representation. That would be beneficial for your study and learning and preparation for examination. If you liked my this topic, please do like, share and subscribe. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.